In 1953, a Japanese fisheries researcher published a study that should have permanently changed the way every angler in the world rigs a hook. It did not change anything, because 3 years later, the commercial bait industry figured out what it meant and decided the best move was to quietly bury it. The study identified the specific amino acids in fish tissue that trigger an immediate feeding response in freshwater predatory species. Not a general scent preference, not a broad attraction to anything food-related. A precise chemical signal produced by free amino acids that, when detected by the olfactory system of a largemouth or catfish, bypasses every other sensory input and initiates strike behavior L-serine, L-alanine glutamic acid. Those 3 free amino acids dissolved in water. Hit the olfactory receptor cells in a largemouth faster and more completely than anything that has ever been bottled at $18 to $30 in a tackle shop. The 1953 study sat in Japanese academic archives for years, partially translated once in the early 1960s, and then effectively disappeared from any conversation the bait industry was having. Because if every angler in America understood what those 3 compounds did, and understood that they exist in concentrated form in a $2 bottle, at every grocery store in the country, the entire amino acid attractant market that companies like Berkley and Pure Fishing would eventually build their premium scent lines around would not exist, not reduced. Gone. A $2 bottle of fish sauce contains more free amino acids than any scent spray currently on the market at any price point. That is not my opinion. That is basic food chemistry that anyone can verify. Fish sauce is produced by fermenting fish tissue with salt over a period of months. The fermentation process breaks down muscle proteins into their component amino acids. The result is a liquid with a free amino acid concentration that commercial attractant manufacturers spend considerable money trying to synthesize and cannot fully replicate at any production cost that justifies their retail margin. Dr. Carol Weston runs the aquatic chemosensory lab at the University of Wisconsin. Her team has published multiple studies on olfactory trigger compounds in freshwater fish. In her 2008 study on largemouth approach behavior, fish exposed to free amino acid concentrations matching fermented fish tissue showed a 91% approach rate toward a treated hook. In a controlled current tank environment, 91%. That number has never once appeared in a Berkley product advertisement, because Berkley knows exactly what their own formulation scientists found when they ran the same comparison internally. A man named Frank DeLuca spent 19 years developing attractant formulas. For one of the largest bait manufacturers in the country, he would not let me name the company directly, but he told me without hesitation that every senior formulation chemist in that building knew what fish sauce did to approach rates. They had run the comparison themselves within their own lab more than once. Frank said the internal conversation was always the same. They knew the free amino acid profile in fermented fish products was more effective. The problem was there was no way to patent it. You cannot own a fermentation process that has existed for 2,000 years. You cannot build a recurring revenue model around a grocery store condiment. So instead, they built a water-based carrier formula, added a diluted amino acid compound at a fraction of the concentration in fish sauce, put a largemouth photo on the label, and priced it at $22 for a bottle that needed replacing every season. The active compound in that bottle breaks down in 30 to 40 minutes in the water, which means an angler fishing a full day is paying $22 for roughly 4 to 6 effective application windows per trip. A $2 bottle of fish sauce at full fermented concentration covers the same angler for an entire season at the same application frequency. Frank said he left the industry after 19 years, partly because of conversations like that. The math was always sitting right there on the lab bench and nobody was allowed to say it. Before I get into exactly how to use fish sauce on the water. If you want 10 more completely legal methods like this that cost almost nothing, the Forbidden Baits add-on inside the Angler's Vault has the complete recipe list. Catfish killer dough, the ivory soap trick, the bacon grease dip, and 7 more methods the tackle shop counter has never once offered you. Scan the QR code in the top left corner or click the first link in the description. But stay here because the application method is what separates results from nothing. Most anglers who try fish sauce do it wrong. They dip the bait in the bottle or pour it directly on the hook before the cast. That is too much concentration hitting the water at once. The fish registers an overwhelming signal and moves away from it. The correct method is a diluted application, and that is what Block 2 covers completely. The correct application is a diluted solution, not direct contact. Take a small container with a lid that fits in your tackle bag. Something like a 4-ounce squeeze bottle works perfectly. Mix 1 part fish sauce to 8 parts water. That is roughly 1 tablespoon of fish sauce per half cup of water. Shake it before each use. Apply a brief controlled squeeze to your hook jig head, or soft plastic before the cast. One short application is enough. What you're creating is a diluted amino acid trail that disperses through the water at a concentration that reads to the fish as a natural food signal. Not an overwhelming dump of fermented protein that floods every receptor at once. The dilution ratio matters as much as the product itself. Too concentrated, and the signal is so strong, it becomes an alarm rather than an attraction. Too diluted, and the signal does not carry far enough to trigger an approach from distance. 1:8 is the ratio that Dr. Weston's lab identified as producing peak approach behavior. In both largemouth and catfish, across multiple water temperatures and clarity conditions. For largemouth fishing, the application goes on the jig head or the nose of the soft plastic. You're creating a scent cone ahead of the lure as it moves through the water. The largemouth detects that cone from downstream of the lure, locks onto the signal before it can see the lure clearly, and follows it to the source. That sequence is what produced the 91% approach rate in the Wisconsin study. The fish was not reacting to visual presentation. It was following a chemical signal that its biology told it was food. For catfish, the method shifts slightly because catfish hunt differently. Catfish are stationary hunters that wait for food signals to come to them, rather than chasing signals through open water. For catfish, apply the diluted solution directly to your bait before lowering to the bottom. Then apply a second brief squeeze after the bait has settled. The second application creates a fresh scent layer that disperses outward from the bait. In catfish water, that cloud of free amino acids moves through the water column and reaches catfish that are holding position up to 20 feet from your hook. Dr. Weston's team tracked catfish strike initiation in response to free amino acid plumes in stagnant and slow-moving water conditions. Catfish exposed to the diluted fermented amino acid solution initiated strike behavior at 78% rates within the first 6 minutes, compared to 12% for catfish exposed to a leading commercial scent spray at the same application volume in identical water conditions, 78% versus 12%. That gap is not a formulation problem that Berkley has not solved yet. That gap exists because you cannot concentrate free amino acids in a water-based carrier to the level that natural fermentation produces them without the product becoming shelf unstable and impossible to bottle at retail margins. The $2 bottle at the grocery store does not have that problem because fish sauce is already shelf stable at full fermented concentration. Now run the numbers over a full season, so the comparison is impossible to dismiss. A standard Berkley amino acid attractant spray retails between $18 and $30. Shelf life, after opening, drops significantly past 6 months. Most serious anglers go through 2 bottles per season. That is between $36 and $60 per season for diluted concentration. That breaks down in 30 to 40 minutes per application, which means if you fish a full 8-hour day, you are reapplying every half hour. That is 16 applications across the day. At the dilution rate, those bottles actually deliver. You're paying premium price for a compound that cannot match natural fermentation. 1 bottle of fish sauce costs $2 at any grocery store. Mixed at 1 part to 8 parts water, it covers dozens of trips from a single bottle. The active free amino acid concentration in fish sauce does not degrade between trips. You close the cap, and it is at full potency. The next time you reach for it, you're paying $2 for more effective amino acid concentration than anything on the tackle shop shelf at any price. And unlike those bottles, it does not need to be replaced when the season changes. Frank DeLuca knew this in year 3 of his 19 years in that industry. So did every formulation scientist who ran the internal comparison. The study that started this conversation was published in 1953. It has been sitting there the entire time. Now it is in your tackle bag for $2, and if you want 10 more methods at this price point or lower. The Forbidden Baits add-on inside the Angler's Vault has the complete list. Catfish Killer Dough, the Hot Dog Chunk Method, the Ivory Soap Trick, and 7 more. All completely legal, all under $5. Scan the QR code in the top left corner, or click the first link in the description. The complete system is inside the Angler's Vault.